Yeah.
Hey, what we gotta talk about with the people is like we talked about, we talked about the relationship between men and women and the roles and all that, making sure your house in order, all that type of stuff. But we never talked about is people financial house in order.
Oh,
True. We never really spoke on that. And actually, when I sit down and when I deal with my clients, one of the main things I do is talk about like, yo, is your financial house in order? And go through the steps or the processes that you need to have in place to make sure that it's in order, right? So, to get started with everything, you got to realize that you got to have a foundation whenever you build any type of house, right?
Any type of house.
Any type of house, because
that's the biggest part of it. It's foundation.
The foundation. So the foundation supports the whole house. True. All right. So when you think of finances, everything starts with what? Money. Your foundation is your money, man. You know what I'm saying? Like great plug right here. Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah.
You haven't read that book, I'm telling y'all need to go check it out.
I still haven't, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to go ahead.
I got you.
I got read like the first 20 pages. I do feel bad.
Let's go.
I haven't wrote it because everybody tells me it's like a legend.
I'm the same way with Think and Grow Rich.
Oh man,
I read that. I definitely read that.
Yo, what did you think about Think and Grow Rich?
Amazing, changed my life. I read it when we was I read it. I first time got it. One of the guys that on the trucks was at FedEx. Got his name. I used to load. It might have been Richard, older black guy. He gave it to me. He said you could have it. It was an old one.
About Carrie.
Yeah, there go. Yeah, he let me have it. It was old. He had like the first edition. He gave it to me. I was like, man, I had certain dreams to talk about. Like, I wanted to work myself and stuff like that. And I always asked him questions like, how you got these trucks and all that. He was like, send me a few things, but he was like, just read this book. I read it. I was like, oh, okay.
You see it now.
I see a lot of mistakes I was going through, and it woke me up. I need to read it again. I read it twice, but I need to read it again. Cause like 10 years ago. Yeah, I need to read it again.
I try to read that book, Think and Grow Rich. I try to read that every single year. Because every time I read it, I pick up something new from it.
Right.
But y'all getting some great book plugs.
Yeah,
Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, man. Those are great books to start off with. But Rich Dad, Poor Dad really breaks down what's the difference between an asset and what's a liability. FMF mob, what's good, y'all? Hey, they've been subscribing to us. Yo, we got a video with almost 10,000 views, man. Yo, but we ain't got that much subscribers. Y'all gotta make sure y'all subscribe to us, hit the comments, likes, all that stuff, man.
Come on.
Cause now we're gonna start talking, cause it's all foundation work.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Getting an understanding. Like people buy a house, right?
Right.
And when they buy a house, they be like, yeah, I got me an asset. You know what I'm saying? I got me an asset. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing, which if you have a house, that is amazing. You are doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Now, goddamn.
Shoot, man. Who you telling? So, kudos to you, but you got to realize what's an asset and what's a liability. And based on the book, it break it down simple. Anything that put money in your pocket is an asset. Anything that take it out is a liability.
Makes sense.
So when you think about that house, and if you don't pay on that house, what end up happening?
They take that house from
is it an asset or is it a liability? Because it can't be an asset in your column and an asset in the bank column as well.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It can't be an asset in both. So really, that's not really an asset unless you're using it for like rental properties.
Right.
Unless you're using it for investment and flipping it and things like that. Otherwise, it's just it's a liability until you're able to flip it and make money from it.
So, question. We were always taught as kids and getting to money and getting working. The goal was always from here and from me, and I'm at y'all too, was always just, you need to buy a house. You need to buy a house. Now that we're in 2022, we're seeing Airbnbs and all these things of people renting out. Do you think having a house is a smart move for people now, or do you think they should go the other route and staying in the rental space because of the way the market is going and how it may be a liability or an asset? Do you think that it's a smart move for most people to get houses?
I'll let you answer, Trey, then I'll answer.
I believe it depends on the person and what their ambitions, their goals are. But if you want to be like, it's financially, no. I think you should definitely look more into the investing side. And if you can stack you up like 10 properties, now you financially free. All of those can pay for your property.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and real estate is one of the quicker vehicles. It's not the easiest, but it's one of the quicker vehicles that you can use in order to be financially free. Every millionaire has their hands in real estate some type of way. Some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like just this building. This building, I looked it up, this whole, before all of the apartments and stuff, it was 30 million.
Yeah.
For this. Where we at right now, 30 million. That ain't come from nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody got that bread.
Somebody. And you look at how many programs going on, so much stuff. Like real estate, bro. Real estate. You could always do something with real estate.
Because they ain't producing more land, yo.
They not.
All time, we're going to have to get back into that, man.
We gonna get back into that. But to like go back to your point, what I would suggest, yo, if you can buy a multi-family house, get like a duplex or something.
Yeah.
You live on one side, you have the other person on the other side. Pay your mortgage and everything for you. You live in rent mortgage free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you could finance that, but you also got to be able to afford the house that you buying. Because the last thing you want to do is get a house and then you mess around, get foreclosed on, and you lose everything that you invested into that house.
Oh, because you couldn't pay the bank back.
So it's about making sure you get something that's affordable to you. And you can never really go wrong with real estate because most of the time you can always just sell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna really walk away with nothing most of the time if you do things right and you stay within your budget and everything. So, but the best way, like if I was to go back, and I remember my dad told me this, man. He was like, yo, he had when I was like 19 or 20, something like that. He knew a dude that was selling the house, and he was like, yo, Paul, like, I'll put some of the money up for you. We go get the house, you stay in a room, and get you like 2 roommates. Yeah. And then they pay for everything. Yeah. And at that time, you know me, I'm isolated. I'm like, man, I don't want no roommate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a good idea.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, and I mean, it was a nice spot too. It was out there in Chesterfield. And yo, he was like, man, get you like 2 other roommates. They pay for everything. Stay there for about like 5 years or something, stack your bread up, and then go and we sell the house or do whatever. Get somebody else to move up in there. I like, man, bump that. I ain't trying to have no roommate, man. You crazy.
Young man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like, I had just got out on my own. Right. So I was like,
I ain't trying to be stuck.
Nah, man.
Ain't dealing with other people.
Right.
And I did have a roommate for like a brief period of time, and that didn't work out too well. So I was like, no, I'm not. Because you get 2 other ones. Oh no, he was wilding.
Okay,
he was wilding, and that was my dad. That was my dad too.
Okay,
he like yo, take him in. I'll pay you to take him in. I like shit. Okay, yeah. He came up in there, man. It caused me so much problems, bro. Like, we was about to get to fighting in there.
We live and learn. Live and learn.
But yeah, man. So that's just a little tidbit, man. That's a little plug too, man. Get you a little duplex. You stay on one side, get somebody else to stay on the other side. They pay the mortgage off. You living rent free. You can save. All of that stuff, travel, do the things that you really want to do.
Get to a farm or something, you can.
You
know what I mean?
Land, yo.
Land, bro.
Land. Y'all know
realize how much hay is used.
Dog, you know what was it? I think I saw something like Bill Gates owned like 28,000.
He just bought it. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that come up.
Land. And so, hey, look, to me, I'm like, hold up. It's time to start getting land.
What do you think he doing? You already know what he about to do. That makes sense, man.
Yo, we go another topic.
Exactly. Yeah.
Another topic. But we talking about assets, man. So breaking down what's really an asset, what's really a liability. And almost everybody's asset is their ability to make money, whether it's your job, investing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go out here and make the money. So the first thing you gotta do, you gotta protect that foundation. And how do you protect somebody's income coming in? Especially if you're in a family, you got kids, you got a spouse or something that you gotta take care of. If that income was to stop due to, unforeseen passing or death, The first part of it is life insurance. That's the first part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's life insurance because you could plan to get out of debt. You could plan for retirement. You know what I'm saying? Plan to send your kids off to college and stuff like that, which we're gonna get to all those steps in a second. But if something happened to you tomorrow, will your family be okay?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Will your family be okay? You could put all these plans in place. If you was to pass away, could your family maintain the plan? Could they keep going through with the process? If you don't got the life insurance or some type of substantial savings, the question is the answer to that question is no.
Yeah.
So the first part is we got to protect that asset with life insurance. I'm telling y'all, man, I keep seeing a lot of these GoFundMes, and you know my heart go out to those people, man, because we talked about it in the life insurance a scam episode. Man, people is passing away
fast,
leaving their families behind. So not only do they gotta grieve the loss of, you know, a father, a husband, a mother, daughter, whatever, but then they gotta find a way to pay for the funeral. You know what I'm saying? We got to scrounge money together, GoFundMe, you know, the family collect money. Then after that, they got to figure out how to keep moving forward with life. Because life don't stop for the people that's still here, man.
That rent still due.
Rent coming. Kids growing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unexpected things happen. You got to have that life insurance to make sure that you can protect the people that you love. So the first thing is making sure you got the proper amount of coverage in life insurance. The next step, emergency savings. Emergency savings. So many people so quick to jump to investing. You know what I'm saying? So many people quick to go and do this and do that. And then you mess around, tie your money up in some type of investment. And now something pop up and you don't got no money immediately to go to. You gotta wait to take the money out of investment, get charged all types of penalties and fees and stuff like that. Get you an emergency savings, man, and a minimum 3 months of your expenses saved up. That's a minimum. It's better to do like 6 to 8 months, but you should at least have that set aside where if something was to happen, you could go to your bank, boom, you get out the same day. You know what I'm saying? Or transfer whatever to make sure things get taken care of. So now after you get from that emergency savings, we gotta talk about getting out of debt, man. How many of y'all out there is swimming in debt? And look, let me tell you, I be sitting down with people, when I hear student loans, or I say something about student loans, oh, they be like, yo, forget that. I ain't paying that back. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, I'm not paying that back. That's how bad that is. People like, yo, like, I'm just gonna live with it forever.
Because it's just so much.
100,000. Be getting rid of it.
Some people getting 100,000 in debt and coming out making 45,000 a year. How you when you supposed to pay that back? You looking at the bill like, man, this is about to stay right there. I gotta eat this week.
They don't know the longer you defer, the more interest that's accumulated. You ain't even touched the principal.
It's a fucking hustle, man.
Yo, man. If you gonna go to school,
we gotta talk about that.
Reason.
We gotta talk about this college. College is scam. We gotta talk about that. We have to have this topic on that.
I want to do
what?
What's the triangle? What's it called? A pyramid scheme.
It is a pyramid. A little bit is. A little bit is.
Yo,
Write
college, I'm telling y'all, man. But yo, man, you gotta get you a plan to get out of debt. Just a little quick tidbit, man. This is an easy thing. I think we spoke on this before, or I talked about it on the King of the Berries podcast. But
man, you just working, man. See, he got so many places talking to. You don't even know which one he's talking about.
One of the ones I talked about.
You never know.
But it's called debt stacking or the snowball scheme. It's real simple. It's real simple. And we're gonna break it down, make it easy. Let's say you got 3 debts, right? You got 2 credit cards and a mortgage. I'm using my fingers right here to try to see if y'all see it. This $50, this $100, this $500, just to make it easy. What you do is you pay the minimums on this and you put as much as you can to this first debt.
On that smaller one?
The smallest one.
They gonna see the replay. I need you to do that again though.
Yeah, all right. So what you're gonna do is you got your three debts right here. So you got credit card 1, credit card 2, and then your mortgage right here.
Right.
So this is $50, this $100, this $500. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pay the $100 on this, you're gonna pay the $500 on that. You put as much as you can towards this one right here, right? And you keep paying on this as much as you can until that debt is paid off. So now you got the $50 technically freed up, right?
Right.
So, cause you paid this one off. So now technically you don't have to pay anything. What most people would do with this $50, they would take it and just be blowing it every single month.
I got extra $50.
I got an extra $50. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to the movies. I'm about to go out, whatever. No, be disciplined. Take that $50 and you roll that down to this next one. So instead of paying $100, you're paying $150. You're paying it off faster now, and you're paying the same amount of money. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying any extra money. So now you take that. You pay that off, you pay that $150, now you apply this $150 to this $500, now you're paying $650, which you was paying in the beginning, pay that mortgage off, you're gonna pay it off way faster. You're gonna save yourself interest. And then what you do is, if you really wanna try to be financially free, that $650, you were spending it to get into debt anyway. Now you take that money and you invest that $650.
Stay firm.
And now you, instead of putting yourself into debt, you getting yourself financially free now. Because now you got that $650 invested and it's growing for you. So we talk about debt stacking, snowball effect, all of that is pretty much similar. So that's a way to get out of debt. Real quick, easy, to the point. Then the next thing, we talked about college. If you got children and you want to send them off to college, we got it's plans that you can look into. You got your Coverdales and your 529 plans. Those are plans where if you invest from when your kid is 1 to about 18 years old, $50, $60 a month, you can send your child to any school of their choice for at least the first 2 years. All the expenses paid just by investing. It's pretty much an investment vehicle, in particular for your children to go to school for college funding. If they decide not to go to school, there's ways to transfer it over into like IRAs, stuff like that. Not financial advice. It's down in the description.
Always in the description.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's the way to send your kids to school, so that way they don't come out with student loan debts. You know what I'm saying? What we just talking about. So we got that plan in place. Then next thing we do is we talk to families about retirement. And all of this stuff is in the financial house. These are the levels, these are the steps you go through. So then you got retirement. If you got a 401k, invest in it. It's money that your company is giving you, especially if they match it. It's money the company is giving you to invest in those products. We're gonna talk about, G gave me a good topic a couple months ago about a 401k. Do you remember, Jake, you sent me the video? We're gonna dive into that one. That's gonna be another topic about that. But 401ks, right? Go ahead, start investing in that. They matching the money, that's free money they giving you just to invest for your retirement. If you don't have a 401k, you can look into self-directed IRAs, which is independent retirement accounts that you could pretty much start setting money aside for your own retirement as well. So those are the levels that you need to have. And then so just think of it as like different floors, right? So you got your bottom floor and then you're going up to the floors. The top floor or the roof of this financial house is your FIN number. I talked to y'all about it before, but if y'all don't remember, your FIN number is your financial independent number. That's the number that you need to have or need to know to retire and never have to go back to work again at whatever age you want to retire at. Whatever age. And there's ways you can calculate it. It's calculators and all of that type of stuff that you can figure it out. If you are interested in getting that number, make sure you holler at me. We could crunch those numbers, all free of charge, everything like that. But your FIN number, that's the number you need to have set aside because, what's the quote, Trey? If you plan to fail, no, people don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. You gotta have something, you gotta have a goal that you're aiming for. You need to know how much money you need to have set aside for you to be technically financially free. It is a number, and the number's different for everybody.
It is.
So with that financial house, man, those are the steps, man. Y'all can go back through, replay it. If y'all are interested, man, definitely hit me up.
Please do.
Because I could go ahead and break it down, man. Like I said, all the consultations and everything is just free of charge. I just want to give the information out, and then you can decide from there if you want to work with me or not. But you need to have your financial house in order. And you got to ask your question, is your financial house in order? Do you got all these things together? Do you have a plan for all of these things? Do you have an idea of how to go about getting started with these things? We got to start asking ourselves these questions so we can get to the places that we want to go.
We got to have money conversations, man.
For real.
We got to talk about this for real. We see that y'all don't view it as much. That's all right, because this is important. And this is what's going to go into the longevity. This is where you know, everything is backed behind, you know what I mean? Like, this is providing, this is it. This is the gems. And not only do you need to make sure your financial house is in order, but every adult who's in that house needs to be in order. Everybody need to be, you know, that builds the strength, the durability. If I can't handle it, or something does happen, you know, loss of income, wherever that is, then partner need to step in. You know, I need to know that this is covered in these areas so that I can be free in the mind enough to make risky investments or moves, however that is. You know, you have more of a feel of taking a risk when you're on a shaky foundation. When you know your foundation's straight, you're like, I ain't worried about it because home good, my house built.
And the thing about, I'm glad you brought that up, man. Taking risks. You gotta have money to be able to jump on opportunities majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, imagine somebody say like, yo, like I got this amazing house for $10,000.
$10,000.
Can you get it? Can you jump on that opportunity?
Most can.
Exactly.
Yeah, you be like, yo, this is a once in a lifetime deal, and you don't got the money.
I've been in that situation. I've been in that situation. Like, if you could give me $10,000 before tomorrow, because it forecloses tomorrow, I already got the people in place.
Yeah.
I ain't had the $10,000. I'm like, oh my goodness. Now I look at the house, I look back, that don't worth like $200.
You're like, you could have.
$200, bro.
Hey.
Yo, everybody get opportunities. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good we having these conversations, and you know, I appreciate everybody that view it and things like that. But I'm having these conversations so you can go out and execute on it. So you can go out and do and get the things that you really want. Because you could talk all you want to, but if you ain't putting the actions and stuff in place, you're gonna be stuck in the same spot. It's not going. The information not gonna do nothing for you.
Action gets results, man.
Yeah. So with that being said, yo, that's it for this episode, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Put down in the comments section, what's the area you need most help in? Come on. You know what I'm saying? What area do you need most help in? Please. And go from there, all right?
Let's start building.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all take care. Peace.
Yeah.